Mackenzie Johnston with Cattle News Central, bringing you your August 15th cattle industry headlines. Brought to you by AgRisk Advisors. They manage your risk so you can manage your operation. They are the experts in educating, evaluating, and executing risk management programs for each individual operation while also providing top-notch customer service. Now is the time to be thinking about enrolling in the Pasture Rangeland Forage Program for the 2023 crop year. If you'd like to learn more about this, go ahead and reach out to Alex and Naya. He can set you up with a tracking policy so you can understand how the program works firsthand. AgRisk Advisors, risks averted, legacies preserved. We're also sponsored by Circle 5 Cow School. If you're wanting to learn how to preg check your own cows or start AIing, Circle 5 Cow School is definitely the way to go. Almost every week, they are hosting classes somewhere between Texas and Tennessee. They do a fantastic job. To check out their schedule, head on over to their website, circle5cowschool.com. That is the number 5 in there. Or you can go ahead and just give them a follow on Facebook. Meeting Place has reported Marfrig Global Foods, parent company of National Beef here in the U.S., saw a 144.9% increase in net profit to $823.8 million in the second quarter, thanks to the positive performance of its operations down in South America. Marfrig South American operations reported $1.4 billion in net revenue, which is 42.6% higher than the same time last year. The company's total revenue now stands at $6.7 billion, up 67.6% compared to last year. Marfrig's North America operations saw net revenues decrease 6.9% to $2.9 billion due to higher prices for cattle and lower average sale prices in the second quarter. Meeting Place has also reported a bill was introduced in the Senate last week that would allow livestock auction market owners to invest in small meat packing operations. So as it stands today, livestock auction markets are not allowed to own, invest in, manage, or operate a packing plant or meat marketing business due to a Packers and Stockyards regulation. But the Expanding Local Meat Processing Act is proposing to amend the P&S Act to remove those barriers. This legislation is supported by cattle organizations such as Iowa Cattlemen's Association, NCBA, Livestock Marketing Association, and U.S. Cattlemen's Association. So on Friday, USDA released their August WASDE report, and according to the report, the forecast for beef imports for the rest of the year has been lowered on second quarter data, and beef exports are raised for both this year and 2023 thanks to larger beef supplies and continued strong demand from Asian markets. Cattle price forecasts for the rest of the year are raised on current price strength, and that is expected to carry into early 2023. USDA lowered their outlook for this year's corn crop by 146 million bushels to 14.35 billion bushels, thanks to hot, dry weather in some key U.S. growing areas. Corn is now forecasted at 175.4 bushels per acre. Soybeans took a jump to 4.53 billion bushels, up 25.6 million bushels compared to last month, and this was actually against pre-report estimates. They are now forecast at a record 51.9 bushels per acre. Reuters has reported the Bureau of Land Management, so BLM, will pause oil and gas leasing on 2.2 million acres of Colorado public land after environmental groups claim the agency's current management plan failed to consider climate impacts. The government will now conduct a new environmental analysis of climate impacts of oil and gas leasing on public lands in southwestern Colorado. The government has also agreed to consider how the leases may impact the endangered Gunnison sage grouse and its habitat. And finally, if you missed it on Friday, Rabobank is declining loans to Dutch farmers that refuse to cut nitrogen by 50%, cattle numbers by 95%, and pig, turkey, and chicken farms by 80%. So we can all remember a few months ago the government over there in the Netherlands came forward with a proposal to essentially cut the ag industry because they feel the ag industry is the problem when it comes to climate change and all that jazz. So now we have Rabobank stepping up to the plate and actually declining loans to those in agriculture because they align with this push to basically do away with agriculture because agriculture is the problem. Definitely some worrisome news. That is all I have for you guys this morning. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. Have a great Monday. I'll catch you later.